Exercise 4.1 Problem 2 Solution. There are 6 higher secondary schools, 8 high schools and 13 primary schools in a town. Represent the data in the form of 3 by 1 and 1 by 3 matrix. That is basically 3 rows and 1 column, and 1 row and 3 columns. Okay. And the data is given here: 6 higher secondary, 8 high schools and 13 primary schools. So now let's try the 3 by 1 matrix. So let's represent this as it is. So we have, let's put it in the table form. I'm not exactly drawn the table, the boundaries of the table, but it is more or less in the table form. Higher secondary schools 6, high schools 8, primary schools 13, right? So if you write it in this form, you have 3 rows and 1 column, right? This is first row, second row, third row and 1 column. So this is a 3 by 1 matrix where this is a 3 by 6, 8, 3 is a 6, 8, 13 is the 3 by 1 matrix representing this information, where the rows represent the type of school, that is higher secondary school, high school and primary school, and the column represent the number of schools. Okay. So now if you want to, let's say if you want to find the number of higher secondary schools, so it is first row and first column, that is 6. And if you want to find the number of high schools, so it is the second row and first column, so that is 8. And if you want to find the primary schools, it's the third row and first column, that is 13. So here the rows represent the type of school and the column represents the numbers. Okay, so that is why we are getting it as 3 by 1 matrix. Now you invert it, rotate this information into if you rotate this table 90 degrees to the left in an anti-clockwise direction, so what will happen? You will get the numbers, only one row you will get, right? So that is what you will get here, in which case you will get 6, 8, 13. So higher secondary schools is 6, high school is 8 and primary school is 13. So here the rows represent the number of schools, right? And the columns represent the type of school. So it's a 1 by 3 matrix and the matrix is 6, 8, 13. Are you clear? So here the row represents the number of schools and the column represents the type of school. So if you want to find how many high schools are there, it is the first row and second column, that is 8. How many higher secondary schools are there? First row, first column. Number of primary schools, first row and third column. So whichever way you put your rows and define your rows and columns, so that way you will be able to get the matrix. So the same information can be depicted as 1 by 3 matrix or 3 by 1 matrix. In 3 by 1 matrix, do you remember? So the rows are representing the type of schools. So all you need to do is rotate this table 90 degrees in the anti-clockwise direction. So you will get the rows in the column, you will get the type of schools in the rows and you will get the numbers in the column. Okay, so let's just go back and see that. You got it here? So the rows are representing the types and the column is representing the numbers. But whereas in the other case, it is the rows are representing, the row is representing the number and the columns are representing the type. So basically you have two variables. Let's summarize it. So you have two variables. One is the type of school, the other one is the numbers. So you can fit each one in either in the row or column. So if you put the type in the row, you will get 3 by 1 matrix. And if you put the numbers in the row, you will get 1 by 3 matrix. So it's how you want to fit the variable. Okay. I hope it's clear. And thanks for watching this video.